nice and fresh. And there's a vent near us. It's got hot steam coming out of it. And then we've got the bracelet. So yesterday I saw black stalk. You don't see what I did. That's enough for me. Is that alright for you?
Yeah, it's good.
So I've got a bracelet. So the Baba matter. So that's a sign of spring. And you're supposed to put it on the tree. Okay. So I'm going to go and put it on a tree. Stay over there for a minute. Over there. So I'm just going to put it on the little tree here. And hopefully people understand what it's all about. Simple as that. It's a really pretty place.
It is.
We'll try and find out the name of the town, but it's a really pretty town. It's got the most amazing buildings, and it's got like a resort there where they've got like pools and all that sort of thing. And that's it, done. Good afternoon. Just showing you how to park up for the day, night, however long. Not bad, is it? Look how busy this road is. Yeah. And just show you down here, we have a screen. So we found this on Park for Night, and it's got good reviews. Except for one person got a bit worried because they thought they saw a wolf. So drove off. There's a big sign as we come into the valley to watch out for bears, which is exciting. But yeah, last night we didn't sleep much good at all. So it was a nice little park up by a lake, picnic area. It's a straight road. Well, considering the price of fuel, I want to know how these Romanian young people that can wheel spin and drag race up and down can afford it.
Assuming they were young.
On our travels in Romania, we've seen a lot of these. There is a little bit of water in this, and some of the places, like when we went across like what I call the prairie lands, practically every half a mile or so they had them. And in some villages, outside every house, wasn't it, Kev?
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin doesn't fancy getting water from there. He thinks it might be a bit stagnant. Looking how deep that was, and the smell, I think it's probably right.
Yeah, I suspect that all these houses have got pumped water.
Yeah.
Possibly from the well, from the groundwater.
Could be.
If it's coming out of the pipe, you know, it's
Fresh.
It's not necessarily going to be any cleaner, but it's less likely for anything to be living in it.
We've all seen them horror films, haven't we, guys? Oh yeah. Good way to get rid of a body. Isn't it, Kev?
Yeah.
See how he knows. See how he knows.
How many TV programs have you watched? How they find a body at the bottom of a well?
Loads.
Look at this. Disused tram. Some of you are going to get really excited about this and tell me all the details. I know nothing about trams. I'm just interested in the engineering side of trams, I suppose. I like the way it is. What I'm most impressed about, of course, is the fact it's still in one piece. Okay, there's a bit of graffiti on the outside, but everything's still there on the inside. And more to the point, all the tracks are still there. I know in some parts of the world, and the UK, all this lot would have been long gone. Part of the scrap merchants. Clearly somebody's been looking for some spares, but yeah. Maybe it's because it's right outside the tourist information, I don't know.
Look at the wipers.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
Yeah, well, I'll have a wander down the thing now, but I was saying, I was quite impressed how much of it is left.
Yeah.
Especially the tracks and stuff.
It was stripped at home, wouldn't it?
It would.
The metal. I suppose when the door's open.
Willow and Kevin us?
Huh?
Willow and Kevin us?
Yeah, sell it, man. Sell it. So, Willow Girl's got an opening offer for you today. Bam. Guess what she's got? Guess what she's got? She's got an old tram. Now this would be an amazing conversion for a house, wouldn't it though? Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can see it now. You come inside, you've got just an entrance hallway, lounge, kitchen, bathroom. Let's have a bathroom. And then the bedroom with a little, maybe a bit of an ensuite. It's banging. How much do you reckon, guys? I don't think I'm being unreasonable if I am asking for 25,000 euros. Not lei, no other currency except euros, because I know where I'm going for that. So 25,000. If you're interested, inbox me and it's yours. You have to come and pick it up though, and I have to warn you, I think the brakes are seized. Apart from that, totally working if you want it stationary, and it's a good deal. And the paintwork I'm going to throw in free. Bargain. Bargain. All yours, mate.
If you ever want to hire Willow out for your advertising, you can see how good she is at it. Again, just inbox us, and she's pretty good at voiceovers as well.
All off pat, if you like a South London Cockney accent.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw in some track for you. Look at this. Genuine track. Now I am going to sell that for scrap. It's only worth scrap, and I'm going to sell that for 100 quid per tonne. I was going to do it by the metre, but I'm going to do it by the tonne. 100 quid per tonne. Lots of track. You've got to come and dig it up yourself. Diggity dig. Up it comes. Look, there's a front view of your tram. 25,000 sobs. Yeah, it's a bargain, mate. With your track. You know where to reach us. Back to Kevin for a commercial break. So guys, it's Willow Girl back with you. We've got one over there. I've had a look at it. The paint job's a bit dodgy. Very narrow. So if you're anorexic, it's the one for you. And that one's going for just 15,000 euros. I can't really say a lot about it because it looks like a pile of shit. But we've got another couple over here. If you want to have a look, somebody's half converted that because there's curtains in it. So that's half a conversion. Look at this. Beautiful chemical. Lovely. Look at that. Again, a bit narrower than the other one. So, you know, not quite as long, so there ain't no room for no ensuite in this one. And this one is going for 17,500. 17,500. Look at that. Genuine window, that one. We're taking the pest resistant. We've got another beauty. Look at that. Cream interior. Luxury. It's even been signed by Mer. Look at it. Beautiful paint job. It's even on the windows. It's wonderful. Look at that. And we've got two entrances. And you've even got your own step and disabled for when the mother-in-law comes round. She has to go through this entrance. She has to stay in that entrance in that little bit as well, just in case, you know. And what do you think for this one? This one, I think this one is the best one, in my opinion. Nice cream interior, it's got its own travel rack. And I'm selling this one for 32,000 euros. It's a steal. And if any of you think I am literally taking the mickey, you're absolutely right. So, 4 lots, get in touch. You've got to take it yourself. I might even throw in a tonne of that metal if you're interested. Big crack. Oh, that's not even metal, that one.
It is.
Is it? Well, that's
yeah.
solid, that is. Whoa, that's just gone up in price because the other one was a bit tinny. 40,000 and it's yours. You know you want it. Nice conversion. Put wheels on that. Be alright for a couple of the park ups we've been in, innit, Kev?
Mm.
Sorted. And it's even got a name. Ivorine. Ivorine. Love it. And it's yours. Probably got an original documentation there. I think it's just gone up a grand. Oh, 101. Oh, hang on, it's got no... I might have to knock that blowing back off.
It's got no headlights.
Oh well, that'll be the front, that'll be the back, doesn't matter. Don't need headlights at the back.
I'm not sure if you realise these trams they actually go both ways, but yeah.
Hey, say who? So what?
I'm not sure if you realise trams actually go both ways.
Yeah, no they do, but if you just drag it back that way, it doesn't make no difference, does it? No. You don't need brake lights, do you? You need headlights. Right guys, if any of you know what the hell that is,
You can have it for free.
you can have it for free. Mention it in the comments. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. It's gonna look, I don't know if it's a fish or a plane or what. Weird. With a capital W. That's why they paint the trees white. So when the trees are young, it protects the bark against disease, animals, insects, and against the sun. Because the white retracts the sun? Reflects the sun. Reflects the sun. That's what they're doing white. Oh, look at his horns. Jesus. Staying clear of the cow. Salute. Oh, handsome beast, isn't it? I've probably mentioned it before. Do you know how many people get killed by cows each year? It's a lot. I think more than great white sharks. A little bit of information there. A little tidbit from Willow. Wondering. We're doing white water rafting with our bodies.
Canyoning.
Canyoning? Well, ain't no canyon here, is there? But yeah, we'll manage. If not, it's all steps to go back. Yeah, we're walking down the pipe. Ready? Go. Please don't go. What's that song? You know which one I'm on.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
No, 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 please don't go. Oh, I think of it.
That's the only battery you got.
Okay, well you best hurry your ass then. I'm timing ya. And little does he know that when he's gone, I'm going to do some marching on the spot. So I'm going to have at least 2,500 steps more than him. I know him though, he'll go in the zone and he'll go off, which I don't like. I'm just hot. When I get hot, I get a bit, you know, like I need to rest. But I don't know if I said it when I was on camera, but at least, so I've lost close to 2 stone now in the past 11 weeks. And coming up here, I would have done it, but Kevin would have had to keep stopping. And this is the sort of stuff we love and I miss. So I'm a bit disappointed that after doing Slimming World, I put about 2.5 stone back on. So I lost quite a bit, but I did gain quite a bit quite quickly. Like two holidays close to one another with a friend, and we didn't eat great. Yeah. So I'll talk about more what I'm doing another time, but yeah, this journey is for us a little bit of the first time we've not had a dog to look after or any family, any of the kids, which are all grown now, living at home. I mean, for my youngest is 27 this year and my oldest is 35 this year, which I think is like mental, but there you go. So this journey is all about us for the first time doing what we want to do and being totally selfish, which there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't nothing wrong with that if you're doing it to enrich your life. Too many people put off doing what they really want to do in life because they've listened to other people. Oh, you don't want to be doing that. When we tell people what we're going to do, we've got a lot of, oh yeah, what after 5 years? We just put a figure on it, 5 years, because when we was doing our math and figuring it out, and we thought 5 years we'd be able to do it comfortably. We would be able to do it probably 7 to 8 years if we only just bought fuel and food, and obviously car insurance and stuff. But we wanted to, like with Kevin with the paragliding and me with my tattoo, if there's something that we really wanted, we wanted to do. So, yeah. So, and then part of that journey is looking at the medications we was on. So I can tell you now that I was on 3 different blood pressure tablets. Now I'm on 1. Which I think I'm going to have to reduce because I keep getting dizzy, and I've been doing my blood pressure pretty regularly and it's just about normal. It keeps dipping below normal, like low. So I haven't taken it the last 2 days just to see. Then I'll take it again today and I'll just play it by ear. And yeah, and me getting my fitness back up, and I'm probably about 10 pounds heavier than when I first met Kevin. So I fell in love with a lardy lump anyway. I know, so girls and boys out there, that guys, don't think I'm putting myself down. You know how much I love myself. I love myself. I know I'm awesome. But I know I'm big. I know I'm big. And I don't call myself fat. I call myself lardy. I might call myself a fat ass and all that sort of thing. But I do love myself. Honestly, I really, really do. But I am happy making fun of me, but that doesn't give anyone else permission to. And in me saying derogatory things, people would say, well, if you can say it, I'm going to say it, type of thing. But it is, I'm quite thick-skinned. I'm very sensitive at some things, but some things, when it comes to me, I'm quite thick-skinned. You say anything about my care or my family, I will be down your throat like you wouldn't believe. But anyway, enough of that. So yeah, we're just doing our stuff, living our life. And I'm going to be honest with you, for the first time I'm going to admit, there are days where it's boring. There are days when it's boring. There are days when we're tired, we've driven for a long time, we haven't slept well, we're sick to death of looking for water, we're sick to death of finding a decent car park or park up, you know, because it's not all Instagram, which you hear me say all the time, but a lot of life is Instagram, it really, really is. Yeah, so some days it is boring. It's going to rain, I hope it comes back soon. I can smell it in the air. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Do you know what I love that? You know how much I love trees. I love this. This is just so lovely. A nice clearing in the woods, near to the sea. Or this on my back, and the sea out the front. That'd be ideal for me. But you've heard me say that before. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, just trying to tell you where we are in our lives, just trying to get better. And I do find when you are better mentally, you look after yourself physically better. And when you are physically fit, I think you sometimes get a bit complacent. You forget how you've got there. And if you've always been fit, it's because you've probably got a strong mind anyway. And I think I've needed to, for me, get better mentally before I could sort myself out physically. So I think I've been mentally there for quite a while, because it's probably been a couple of years, well, probably 4 years now, when I've really made a conscious effort to lose weight. I've, you know, had down days. I mean, I think the pandemic took more of me than what I probably let on. So, but that's just an excuse really. So like the weight crept on a bit, but you know, I normally give up after 6 weeks. I'll be honest with you. Come 6 weeks, I'm done. Come 6 weeks, my attention span's done. Whether it's a Gemini, my son, my youngest son, hey Ethan, I love you, it's exactly the same, and he knows he is. And I think for Kevin's sake, because for me really, but for me to enjoy the life that we had in the past, that we love, I need to get fitter. because Kevin loves doing this. I mean, he would walk for hours and hours and hours, and I would if it was flat, but huffing and puffing up these little hills is a bit much for me. Yeah, and there's nothing worse than being big and the sun blasting down on you and you just too uncomfortable to even move. There's nothing worse. So if what I'm saying to you resonates with any of you, or if some of you think, yeah, I can relate, Willow, then come on, message me and we'll try and do this together. We'll try and do this together, you know. You might be in a better place than me already, you know, I might be in a better place to you already, but like together, part of a team, part of a sort of a little posse, we'll be able to encourage one another and what have you. Yeah, it's getting quite dark now. As you can see, my man's dead, but... So Kevin's the strong, silent type. He doesn't say an awful lot, but what he does, he's sort of like, you know, he's an informative person. Like me, I'll waffle. But Kevin will talk about things with passion that interest him. And he likes to inform people of stuff. So, yeah. He will sit for hours with the camera in his hand, literally. I can't keep still that long. Anyway, I'm not doing no steps, am I? So maybe I should be doing some steps.
If this was a lake, Willow would be in it all day. And I'd be like, yeah, maybe a couple of minutes. And then I'd be out and she'd be in it all the time. This is my lake. I could wander like this all day, quite happily. So much to see, smell, hear. It's amazing how much you see with your ears. So I think we're still in the region of Transylvania. So you can imagine this. A couple of 100 years ago, this would have been a forester's path. You see how all the legends came up, can't you? So Romania's got quite a healthy bear population and wolves. I wouldn't have thought there would have been bears around here, purely because, I don't know, maybe this is a forestry path, so maybe I'm far enough up it for them. You know, not enough people would come up here, so maybe they would be. That said, what would I do if I met one? Don't know. Take a few pictures, get a bit of film with a bit of luck, back away. They're going to know of me long before I know of them. I'm looking around. I can't see any sort of regular trails. Obviously the one I'm looking at. If you look off to side into the trees and stuff, if there was some larger animals here, they do tend to stick to regular trails, so you see lines and stuff, especially in the leaves and that, so I feel alright. Like I say, this is my water. Time to turn back. It's starting to rain. I wonder if Willow will start walking back. Hopefully she might if it starts, if she feels it's starting to rain. What do you reckon? Should I run to water? Shouting bear? Probably not. I couldn't keep it up. I couldn't do it with a straight face.
It's starting to rain. I hope he comes back soon. Because guess what? He's got the keys. I don't want to carry my own set, but I might call him. we're gonna get wet. Oh well, it's just gonna be a dressing gown afternoon and editing. So I'm hoping to do my flamingo edit. It's gonna be a voiceover, and it's a tribute to our favourite YouTubers. See you in a bit. Returns.
Yep.
Did you hear me call ya?
No.
A couple of times I've gone, Kev! Kev! Really loud. So if I'd have been mauled by a bloody bear or wolf, that's it. I'd have been lunch. Did you see anything?
No. I mean, the river gets sort of like a section of like waterfally, little waterfally bits. I mean, say nothing. There was a largest bird that disappeared. It was on the ground. So I don't know. It didn't strike me as a crow. So possibly a jay or something.
Okay.
Or, yeah, that sort of thing. Chaffinches, yeah. Blue ticks.
Oh, it's more than what we saw on the way up here. What do you mean at least we're not in the open? We are in the open, there's trees!
Well, yeah, but there's trees surrounding us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite happy at this point for Willow to carry the metal pole.
I started filming when we saw a flash of lightning. Kim's gone, oh, that's not good. And then just as I pressed record, you heard that. So, Kevin, do you want to hold the GoPro? Nah. Do you think if you get struck by lightning, you lose weight?
Hey?
If you get struck by lightning, you can lose weight. I know some people do survive. Some bloke's been struck by lightning, God knows how many times. I mean, I'm static electricity in the van, ain't I, Kev?
Yeah.
I'm always getting static shocks.
So they say that if you feel your hair standing on end, so
Yeah.
I've got no chance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're about to get struck,
You're about to get struck by lightning. Because lightning doesn't come down, it goes up.
I never knew that. Lightning goes up.
Read somewhere that it flashes up from the ground rather than from because the static charge in the... Oh, I don't know. I'm probably talking a load of old
oh, I've got an underwire. Let me just check now. I've got underwire on this, bro. Oh shit, I've got underwire on, Kev.
Don't worry, I'm taller than you.
Yeah, so in Hyde Park, 2 young girls were found dead, and a bit of a mystery for a few hours, and they've both been struck by lightning, and they both had underwire bras on, and I've got underwire bra on.
And they were probably standing under a tree or something.
They were sitting under a tree,
Sitting under a tree, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you do find yourself out in the opening,
Don't shelter by a tree.
Some advice is just lay flat. Some advice is to curl up in a ball, because then that way any lightning strike will miss your heart.
Yeah.
Either way, you don't want to be standing up. You don't want to be the tallest object around. And luckily for us, we ain't.
Yeah. And there was a place, wasn't there, where all those deer or buffalo or whatever it was, I don't know, some 4-legged animals,
Yeah.
all died because the ground got struck. And 2 of them survived, and they said probably at that time they were either walking with 1 leg off the ground or, you know, don't know. So, something like that. You didn't realise this was an information history stroke natural channel, did you guys?
And a bit of science thrown in.
Bit of science, a lot of bullshit. Appreciate you all being with us again this week. It was a little bit of a different video. A little bit about getting to know us. A bit reflective from Kevin. Yeah, you can talk. And waffle from me. And I hope you enjoyed the scenery. Romania is a really beautiful country. So I suppose it's time to say goodbye, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for being with us along for our journeys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell, and we will see you on the next one.